Hello, welcome to Miss Christine's Yoga Studio. We're off for another adventure. It's going to be our second pose that we're going to learn today. Woo, Tibetan bells, I love them, I love them. My inspiration for today is life goes on, whether we're in a pandemic, sadness, happiness, whatever's going on, life goes on. And so opportunities often present themselves. Be sure to keep your eyes open because there may be an opportunity that is beneficial to you in your life. Don't ignore it. Okay, let's get over to the mat. I want you to bend your knees. We're going to be going down and sitting on the ground in a minute, but I want you to bend your knees. We're going to do a little breathing. Take a deep inhale up, hands up in the air, and let them rain down like snow. One more time. If you notice, we have had two themes in our practice so far. We learned how to belly breathe, or three-part breathing. And we talked about, in Sukasana, we talked about spinal alignment. And in almost every yoga pose, we will use those two elements. We're going to learn a third one today. So one more deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Miss Chloe is joining us today, as well as Miss Yogi. Hope you have your water, comfortable clothes, and your hair is back. Have a seat on the ground, but on your mat. But before I go down, I want to show you my new yoga toy. This is a meditation bolster. They're not cheap, but isn't it pretty? I got it off the internet. I'm not going to give the name of the company, but you can probably find it by putting in a search in Facebook as yoga bolster or on Amazon.com. It is very pretty, but it is not real cushy for your bottom. It's almost as hard as the floor because it has a different purpose than being a pillow. Its purpose is to open the hips and to bring your torso up, which I always need work on. So without further ado, down I go. Chloe's going to help me with my little exercise today. We are going to learn Sukasana. It is the easy pose. I want you to crisscross your legs and place your hands either palms up or palms down. Your choice. If you notice, the sides of your feet are touching the ground. They are rooting to the earth, and the earth is likewise rooting up. There's a connection. If you have a real fleshy bottom, pull the sides of your flesh apart so that the sit bones in your bottom are also pointing down to the ground. Another connection. That connection is really important when you connect to the earth, important in your stability. And you will notice that even more when you get into standing poses and especially when you get into balancing poses. You want to connect to the earth. Any part of your body that touches the ground will be a connection, a root. So that's very important and will be in practically every yoga pose we do. So now we have three elements: breathing, spinal alignment, and rooting, and also rising. So let's start at the top of our head and take some inventory. Up here, in the crown of the head, feel like you have something pulling you straight up, rising. There you go. And then we want to lengthen our neck. We've got a couple exercises for lengthening our neck. First, take a deep breath in through your nose, and then drop your chin to your chest. Back up, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. With each inhale, feel your neck coming up a little bit higher. And there should be more room now between your earlobes and your shoulders. There's another exercise that we can do. And that is we follow our nose and we draw circles with our nose. So inhale, look up, and exhale, go down in a clockwise motion at first. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down. Now we got to go the opposite way, counterclockwise. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. All right, let's take our chin to a neutral position. Chin should be parallel with the floor, and there should be even more room here. What are we going to do about these guys? Got to get rid of this thing, right? So we're going to lift our shoulders, roll them back. Kind of feel like your backs of your shoulders are going to kiss each other, and let them relax down. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down back. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down back. Feel like your elbows have a little weight pulling your shoulders down even further. Hands up. Now we have really risen our bodies here, and we've opened up our chest with our shoulder rolls, and we've really stretched. We're rooted down and we're stretching up. I am going to call this spaghettification. Where did I get that word? Well, I watch the universe shows on TV, and the scientists on there often talk about the black holes that suck in all the matter and the light, and they've got so much gravity that nothing can get out. And I heard one of them talk about if our bodies were sucked into the black hole, we would be stretched out like a piece of spaghetti. We would be spaghettified. That's what we want to do. We want to lengthen and spaghettify. All right, relax your face. This pose, Sukasana, is often used at the beginning of a yoga practice and at the end of a yoga practice, and is also very commonly used in meditation practices. So, what do we do with our tummy? We can't really tuck our pelvis in because our pelvis, we've rooted down those sit bones, and so that's kind of taken care of. But you can suck in your belly. Now, I hope in all of your breathing today, you have been thinking, oh, I guess Chloe's kind of tired of the show here. I hope in your breathing, you've been thinking about expanding and sinking. You might want to put your hands on there and take a few breaths. Let's lift our hands up to the sky and rain them back down like leaves or snow. Again. So you're doing your breathing. Make sure your head is over your heart and your heart is over your pelvis. You have lengthened, you have rooted down to the floor. You've lengthened yourself up to the, rising to the heavens. Reach up to the sky. Place your palms together very tightly and come down through the middle. Stop in the middle of your forehead, which is called the third eye. And then come all the way down and make your thumbs go into your sternum. Anjali Mudra. I hope you learned something from this video. The next video will be standing up in a standing pose. So practice your breathing, your spinal alignment, and your rooting and rising, your spaghettification. Namaste. Bye-bye.